there you go. The Toms, Tom squared. Didn't they get the job done, Brian? Tom did, and Tom Trebojevic had days out of the ultimate deluxe variety.
Yeah, Tommy did. And geez, he's growing into that playmaking role. He was awesome. He had it's as good as JT, that little show and go he's got.
It is.
Like, it's coming.
Yep.
But it's very hard to defend.
I was telling the boys yesterday about the JT dummy and the Dearden dummy. Most people just sort of give it a little show.
Yeah, it's a big.
They make it
one.
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's a real uncomfortable,
the
over-exaggerated.
eyes too. It's the head gets you too.
Oh, mate,
the eyes don't lie.
He's only 23. Tommy didn't.
Yeah, he's very good. Tommy Turbo I thought he was the best player on the football on the paddock. But they weren't without their chances. The Tongan side, they came back in. They were pretty much in control the whole game when they got out to 20-4, but they got a little bit of a scare late with the back rowers both scoring.
Yep.
It was. They did well to withstand that. Look, when you think about it, no Munster, no Cleary, so it was still a pretty strong Australian side, but they were we had too much class for them.
A lot of people debating around a fully fit Munster. If there was another test match, a fully fit Munster, does he overtake Dearden or no?
I'm pretty sure he would.
You reckon he would?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Like, I love Munster, but I just think for what this guy gives you every week, you bank on him.
But
it'd be hard to replace.
I know, but I think we're forgetting how good a footballer
Munster is.
Cam Munster is when he's fit.
Yeah.
Like he had played the year, and they were saying that it was only 50% right.
Mm.
So he couldn't train during the week. So I think we've got what do you call it, recency bias?
Yeah, probably. I tell you, he's had a year though. He got the 2024 5/8 of the year.
Yeah, he had a storm of a year. He's all effort, isn't he?
Oh, 23, and not forgetting his start of his career was a bit shaky. He, I think he only won there was a period of time where he had won. Here you go. Season 2020-21, 20 and 21, he won 2 games from 27 matches.
Yeah, that was that year that they were off.
2 from 27 he won as a half, and he was under the pump.
Well, his forwards didn't help him out. I remember watching a game once, and he was taking it. It was when they would, obviously the confidence was really low, but he was going to the line. It was his debut game, and there wasn't anyone outside him.
Yeah.
They just left him posted. So,
but imagine saying to him in the middle of that, like, could you imagine you're a half and you've won, what did I say? He's won 2 from 27 games, and say, mate, just relax. I know you're flustered at the moment. You're going to be the Australian 5'8" and get player of the match one day. That's pretty big, isn't it?
Well, it's his fitness too.
Oh.
You know how fit he is. I think they did a terrific job because they had it all against them, the Aussies.
Yeah.
You saw the crowd.
The score was flattering for Tonga.
I think so.
Yep.
I really do. They they needed that sort of icing on the cake. And the young Katoa was fantastic, I thought, but he just needed some help.
And Fanua Blake. Can I just say, Chromie, tourist, Chromie. Addin Fanua Blake is going to help Nico Hines when he's second Dally M.
Okay. Put it up on the on the wall.
Addin Fanua Blake, that's my first for 2025. I'll tell you why. I spoke about I love touch when it comes to rugby league players coming through. Now, when you play touch, Brian, you're always on the front foot.
Yes.
You always got them backpedaling, right? Nico is supreme when they're backpedaling.
Yep.
And if you go through the games where he was getting man of the matches, they were steamrolling him. All of a sudden, you pick up Addin Fanua Blake, and teams are starting to retreat. Nico Hines back on the front foot. That's why I don't think Origin worked for him so much. That's why when you take on Penrith and Melbourne, it hasn't worked. But when Penrith lose Fisher Harris, I know they've got Lindsay Smith, Leota, etc.
Yeah.
But if Cronulla can really work on that forward pack, Nico comes back into it big time. I reckon he's in for a massive year purely because of Addin Fanua Blake.
Yeah, he never gets put on his back, does he?
No.
It's going to help Brayley out too.
Massively.
It's going to help Brayley out. They're probably going to have to change the way they play in the sense that as soon as Addin Fanua Blake takes the ball, you've got to be all pushing up because how quick to play the ball is.
Yeah.
Whether or not he's putting his foot on the ball, that doesn't.
Well, none of them do.
No, he just rolls it. He's got that late footwork, isn't it? Big little right foot step.
And just a big body.
Huge.
Big motor, big body.
Must be hard to tackle.
Oh. So
That's
if Fitzy
a good
can get the
sign.
best out of him, Cronulla might be in for a big year. 1300 01 1170 is the way to have your say. The Australians just too good, 30 points to nil. You've got to feel for Stacey Jones. There was no Jerome Hughes. Madge had left. It was always
Right.
going to be a tough assignment, wasn't it?
They were decimated worse than us, weren't they?
Yeah.
Who else was missing from?
Oh, take your pick. Britton Nakora didn't play, did
No.
he? Renella Militalo didn't play. There was a stack out.
Big one too. Big one.
Well, Joey Manu.
Joey Manu.
Joey Manu wasn't there.
Compared to the team last
Yeah.
year.
There's
Oh,
a-
no, Roger played for Samoa. No, they had a lot. They had a lot out. So they did a job on them, on the Kummels.
Mm,
Kummels were brave, but too much class for them.
not quite there. Alamotti picked up an elbow injury, so we'll keep an eye on him, but he should be right for round 1, where they take on Cronulla in Vegas. Speaking about Penrith, though, Casey McLean, 18, 4 tries in a test match.
Yeah, he's a player. So this is the thing we keep talking about. The loss of all their stars, but
Yeah.
they just get another one. Just another young kid will jump in. Did Smithy get on? He didn't, did he? Young, no, is it? He was on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
Lindsay.
Yeah. Lindsay got on.
Did he get on?
Yeah, of course he did. Yeah, he got on. That was a great game. It was a really fun game to watch, and well done to all the crowd, particularly those in red. It was a wonderful, wonderful spectacle, that's for sure, and great for International Rugby League. Gillaroos 24 defeat the Kiwi Ferns 4. They've had a terrific year. No surprise to see Tiana Penatani cross again. So she scored 2 in the grand final. She scored in the semi-final. She scored in the Origin Series. She scored in all 3 games for Australia. So she's had some year. The Cronulla captain, Isabel Kelly, scored. Upton scored. Aitken scored. Robinson also scored. And the Gillaroos' next match will be in Vegas to take on the England women's team. That's the only game I'll say that I'm not in love with. Just because Australia, the Gillaroos will win by 1,000, won't they?
I think you're right.
I just don't know about that particular fixture. Just because I would have rather seen NRLW game played there. But anyway,
We've got this. We've got Jamie from New Zealand, Wanaka. Hey, Fletch and Joel, I'm mowing the lawns, listening to
nice.
you guys having a beer. Did you know the Kangaroos and Kiwis won't play each other for 2 years? Australia's going to England next year, and when they won't meet until the World Cup 26. Pretty sad for International League. Well, that hasn't been confirmed yet, has it? Australia going over for, it looks likely, going over to England, the old Kangaroo Tour as such. Won't be as long, but then
Did you play one of those or no, Brian?
No, I never didn't play like the old days. When they got 12
where you
weeks.
played.
No.
No.
But so the Pacific champions next year will be Samoa.
If Australia go.
If Australia go, Tonga, New Zealand.
Massive.
That would be.
Tri-Nations over in New Zealand would be massive.
Oh, you could have one game here. We
Of course.
they sold it out.
Yeah.
That would be good. Oh, that'd be fiery.
Who'd be the favourite for that right now?
Kiwis.
Still.
Yeah.
Over Tonga.
Yep.
Interesting.
What are you saying now?
Oh, well, maybe Tonga made the grand final. They could be. They
New
could
Zealand
be.
get their stars back, but they're getting closer and closer. Everyone.
Boys, how good is Sugar's love child? Isaiah Yeo, absolute gun. Mitch from Robertson. Yeah, he's had some year. Dylan Edwards has had some year. Tom Dearden's had some year. Anonymous writes this. It should be noted.
So they'll be written.
Oh, okay. I better not read that one.
What one?
I
Yours?
should better not
Is it
read
rude?
that one. Anonymous, who's not really that anonymous. He texts in every day, our man. 1300 01 1170 is the way to have your say, or text 0457 736 736 is the way to do that. What's this, Brian?
Braith gets him to mow his lawn when he's in Sydney. What are we talking about? This is from Mark.
Braith gets him to mow his lawn when he's in Sydney. Is he talking about Cam Munster, is he? Or he does manage him. Anyway, get on the blower, give us a call. 1300 01 1170. The Tucson Hybrid by Hyundai, stylish and powerful. Your favourite moment of the Pacific Championships, Brian? Is there a favourite moment you've got for?
Adam Fanua-Blake against the Kiwis.
Yeah.
Was pretty special. Just his whole game.
Oh,
But if I'm going to be patriotic for Australia, I'm going to say, just Tommy Dearden's efforts.
Tommy
Just
Dearden.
gotten he got better and better as the as the series went on.
Zachy Lomax too, special shout out. He's only on our show the other week, but he came up with a big play in that game where he knocks the ball back and then saves the try. Or he competes it rather. He competed for the ball and then they knocked the ball back and he saves the try with a great hustle and defence. So he played terrific as well, amongst others, with Samoa and Tonga now being established in the international space. Do we now cut the Tier 1, Tier 2 criteria or go the other way and extend it to New Zealand and England, says Jake? Not quite sure about that.
I got a WBW just to interrupt you there.
Have you?
It's Scratchy's horse, race 4, number 1 in Scone. Next, it's going to jump in 3 minutes. So he's very, very keen on it. They're saying so.
What's the name, Brian?
Thundering Soul.
Thundering Soul.
Chris Lee's trained horse, about $5 or $4.50. Sorry. At the
Excellent.
moment.
Love
So,
that. Tucson
really
Hybrid
get-
by Hyundai, stylish and powerful.
Can you do that for me?
What's
Hangman?
gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. More to come after this. We'll go to the open line as well. Do you want to squeeze in a call, or we'll take a break and we'll get to the calls right after this on the Run Home with Joel and Fletch?